All right, so we were talking about turning in homework. Remember, you have to look at these videos. They will definitely help you with the homework. Let's see, videos down here will help you with each chapter, and so forth. All right, so let me do a sample homework. I just set this up. So you just, for homework 1, you just click on this underscored homework 1, and there it is. And so to upload the file, you just click on Browse My Computer, and here's, let's see, where did I put this? All right, no, that's not what I thought it was. I thought I just put one in there. Hold on. Well, it doesn't really matter. Oh, it's summer 17. Sorry. Yeah, let's go to fall 17. I think I put here's a sample file that I just set up. So let's say you select that particular file, conveniently name it homework 1. By the way, you don't have to do this in Word. I should talk about that very briefly. The homework. Well, let me upload this first, and then so there it is. Whether it's in Word or whether it's a JPEG file, suppose you did the homework and you just took you did it by hand, and you want to take a picture of it and create a JPEG file. Some people like to scan it in. You do it by hand and then scan it in. Just call it something obvious like homework 1 or whatever it is, and then you would submit this file. This can be a JPEG file, it can be a Word file, it could even be like a PDF. Some people like to scan stuff as PDF files. That's perfectly fine. And then once you've done it, remember, this is a very important step. You have to always, with Blackboard, click this submit button. Now, it won't let me do it just because that's not my role in the class. See, it didn't. Maybe, what did it do? It says not saved. Yeah, but it's just because that's my role. But you remember, once you've submitted something, you can always go back and look at it. Look at your submission, and I strongly suggest that you do that. Look at what you submitted, and make sure that it's legible. I have to be able to read these things, the homeworks, the essays. I imagine you'll do in Word, but the tests. Let's take a look at the tests. Well, we're not going to actually look at any tests yet. The way I have this set up, by the way, is going with the schedule that you can find right here. So when these things will not appear until the time of it won't appear to you until the time when it's due, or sorry, when you're supposed to work on it. All right, so here's when the first test is. This is the week of September 18th, and so let's open that. I'm not going to open the test, but notice this is something else that will appear for all of you for the answers from homeworks 1 through 4, which are applicable towards this test. Now, you can't see this yet, but on that week, after they're all due, of course, these answers will appear will appear here. So I strongly suggest you look those over, and you take notes on them and things like that. This homework 5 is to see how it says do this before the test. This is just a typical homework. I called it homework 5, but before each test there's a corresponding homework, and all this is it's really simple instructions. Just make a handwritten here. It tells you this. It's a handwritten document which covers these chapters. Okay, and there's some, notice here some review questions, some practice problems for you to look at too. So when you're done with this, make sure you do this before you actually go and attempt the test. You're going to submit this, you make a, like again, you do it by hand, and then just upload it as a PDF file, or a Word file, something like that, whatever you wish. All right, let's go back to this. Here is the test. Notice, let's see, you shouldn't be able to see this yet. Let's see, this won't appear until the week of the test, and you have to turn it in before Sunday, as it says right here. And what else? Yeah, so you just the test, you'll open it up as just a Word document with some questions. There's multiple choice. There's some short answer questions. Make sure you show the work if you want any partial credit on the test. All right, so those are the tests. Let's see what else. Let's go back to this. I don't think I've talked about the chapter challenges yet. Now, the chapter challenges are generally each week. I think the first one is the second week because I didn't want to overload anybody yet, or overload anybody, period. Anyhow, here's the second week. Notice there's our first chapter challenge. So these are, you do completely on Blackboard. So if you open this up, there are some videos that tells you to watch below that they'll help you with the chapter challenge. And then when you're ready, you click on this, and you'll see the chapter challenge. It's various problems. Some of them are short answer. Some of them are multiple choice. Some of them are kind of fill in the blank type of things. So you do that. Remember, you can do these chapter challenges as many times as you want before the due date. Remember, they're always due on Thursday, a minute before midnight, except for the weeks where there's a test. All right, let's see. Did I cover everything? Let me make sure. So, remember, the chapter challenges are not part of these tests that are normally given in class, but of course this is an online. This is 100% online. I guess we can look at this real quick. Here's how to calculate your grade. And close that. Here, let's take a quick look at it. And this becomes important towards the end of the semester. So this is just restatement from the syllabus. Each test is 15% of your total grade. The homework is 10% of your total grade. The 2 essays are 5% of your total grade. The final exam is 15%, and of course the chapter challenges are 25%. So that's the breakdown, and whatever numerical grade you come up with. I think I already talked about this, but these are your corresponding letter grades. Notice I don't have any C- here, just because sometimes people SU the class, and it used to be that that C- were considered a U, so I avoided C-. Alright, and let's see what else. This is how to calculate your total, your homework total, or your homework grade, for example, for the whole semester. So once the semester is done, I think we have 14 homework assignments, and so the total number of points is worth 404. And so you take your total, which is on Blackboard, by the way, you'll be able to see that, divide it by 404, and then you put it on a 100-point scale by multiplying by 100. All right, so you do the same thing with the written component. So whatever you get on essay 1, which the essays are worth 100 points each. Whatever you get on essay 2, and then I just give everybody 50 points. Your essay 1 grade plus your essay 2 grade plus 50 points divided by 250, whatever that fraction is, multiplied by 100. and 5% of your total grade is whatever that number turns out to be. The chapter challenge is the same idea. You take there's 10 chapter challenges. The last one's a little different in that I guess I should mention that. So there are a total of 10 chapter challenges. The last one is worth 200 points. It's kind of like a final exam, if you will, for the chapter challenge chapters. Anyhow, your total would be would be 1,100 points, and so whatever your chapter challenge total is, which you can see in Blackboard, whatever your total chapter challenge is divided by 1,100, and then whatever that fraction is, multiply that by 100 to put it on a 100-point scale. This is the ultimate calculation for what your grade is going to be. Okay, remember, again, this is really important because people get this confused. It is this calculation, not what the total number of points is on Blackboard. It gives you that number of total points. It doesn't care whether it's test points or chapter challenge points or homework points or essay points, right? It just gives you some just generic total number of points, and I can't change that. I've tried over the years, but the Blackboard won't let me. I wish I could make it go away, but this is the way your grade is calculated. Okay, make sure everybody understands that. Let's have a great semester, and don't hesitate to email me. Remember, the email is right here. You can take a look at it. Right here. Right here's my email. I check that frequently. All right, let's have a great semester. Take care.